gentlemen, I'd like to welcome the 2014 Republican Candidates Debate. We are pleased to welcome the Honor Guard of the Boy Scouts Group 322 to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. And please join me with us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If the Honor Guard would go ahead and post the colors, and ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be featuring 3 debates today, beginning the gubernatorial debate. The sponsors of this debate are the Exeter Town Republican Committee, the Seacoast Republican Women, and the Rockingham County Republican Committee. The format for each of these debates will be the same, equal 1 hour, with a 15-minute break between each debate. The questions for these debates were submitted by members of the 3 of those committees. Time will determine how many of the selected questions will be included. Thanks to the committee for making this event possible. Thanks to you, the audience, for your support. And thanks to our candidates for their participation. Big round of applause for all, please. Now what I'd like to do is get the first debate underway. I'd like to invite the Republican youth gubernatorial candidates to the stage right now. Please give a nice big warm welcome to Andrew Hemingway and Walt Haverstock. So to welcome the candidates, there are a few ground rules we want to explain to the candidates and also for the audience. The first other thing before we get started, though, I would like a round of applause for my wife for considering this a date night on a Saturday night. And the rules of the debate are very simple to the candidates. Answer questions put to them and do not digress onto other topics. Number 2, stay within the time limit for each one of the rounds, and refrain from commenting on responses of the other candidate. Ground rules for the audience are also very simple. Please hold your applause during the debate question rounds, please. You may applaud after each candidate's opening and closing remarks. We will begin with the opening remarks. The order for the speaking was determined by a draw done earlier. Please note, the time moderators are right here in front of you. They will signal you when you have a half minute left remaining, and when the time has expired, a red card will be held up, and that's your signal for the time to end. The order for delivering the opening statement was determined by a draw done earlier, and the first to deliver the opening remarks is Walt Haverstock. Mr. Haverstock?
Thank you, Bill. And let me just start by asking us all to give a little thought and keep in our hearts and prayers the family and friends of James Baldwin. I want to thank the committee that put this event together. This is what New Hampshire politics is all about. I may not feel that way a little later, but certainly tonight, this is a great opportunity to speak directly to you. I'm glad that my wife Judy will be here, because this is a date night for us too, the campaign. I'm Walt Haverstock. I'm running for governor to get our economy moving again. Under Maggie Hassan, we have a walking dead economy. Witness the fact that 2013 our economy grew by a measly 0.9%. But the result of that is we're losing young people out of our state. And it's important that we turn that around. I'm not a career politician. I've made my contributions to the country in a very different way. First as the United States Marine for 28 and a half years, and as a business leader, starting at the entry level, working my way to CEO of BA Systems here in Nashua, New Hampshire, but eventually running BA Systems Inc. across the country, managing a budget 3 times that of the state of New Hampshire. And I want to take 41 years of leadership experience because that's what's missing in Concord. And get this economy turned around. Great opportunities for all our citizens. And in the process, give us the resources we need to deal with a lot of problems that we face. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator. And now for his 2-minute opening remark, Andrew Hemingway.
Well, good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you here in Exeter tonight. The last time I was here for the Republican Party birthday. What they did here, we cut the cake up in front and had a celebration. And it's nice to see that the town hall's undergone a renovation since then. It's exciting and beautiful to see the restorations going on here. And it's always a good time when Republicans get together and are able to talk about ideas and solutions. And as a candidate for governor, I set out right from the very beginning and said, I don't want to be like the typical politician who simply has campaign talking points and, a political diatribe. I want to be a candidate who offers real solutions to some of our state's largest challenges. And that ultimately is what's particularly interesting about the position of governor. Some of the other positions, Congress, and Senate, there's a lot more to it. Governor, you can actually put forward some real solutions to some of our state's largest challenges. What are those? And what have we proposed? Well, I believe that our education system is failing the promise. We have a failing education system, increased spending. What can we do to improve that? School choice, alternative funding mechanisms. What about health care? It's a scary topic, isn't it, for most of us here, especially around sex area, especially sensitive. But we know that Obamacare and Medicaid expansion is not right for New Hampshire. We see it already bankrupting our state, $100 billion over budget already in the first 6 months of our state's budget. What about our economy? Being a small business owner, 90% of the New Hampshire's economy is small business. I represent the small business owner and the small business voice that is so desperately needed in Concord today. We don't need another voice for big business. We need a voice that represents New Hampshire's economy, the small business owner, and I'm putting forward solutions to these things. Thank you very much.
GOP TV.